Healing Sexual Energy, my 1 month NoFap update. What's up, y'all? I'm Texas Tim, and I'm here to bring the light, to bring more light into this beautiful world. I have been in the deepest, darkest realms of just low vibrations, frequencies, and energy of shame, humiliation, greed, jealousy, envy, pride, anger, frustration, depression, anxiety. I spent a lot of my life there, a majority of my life in these dark realms. I know a lot of people are there, and I'm here to help y'all out of it because I've been climbing my way out of it. And wow, up to these higher realms of light, of love, peace, joy, enlightenment. And yeah, y'all, I've been working on it. It's been a journey. It has been an absolute journey going down and then climbing myself out. And I'm here to speak of my experience, bring some wisdom, and share my story to inspire y'all so that we can all become the best versions of ourselves to bring heaven on earth. And it all starts with you. It starts with you wanting to make a change because no one's perfect. And it's okay to live an average lifestyle. There's tons of people living average lives. But if we want to excel and live above average lives and strive for an outstanding life, to stand out amongst everyone, to really just become the best version of ourselves, it takes work, it takes discipline, and it takes a willingness to change. It takes a willingness to realize we're not the best version of ourselves right now. Some of us may be, it's subjective, but I know I can do better, and that's why I strive every day to do better. And this NoFap journey is helping me. Being celibate is helping me. And I'm doing what you call monk mode. First off, if you don't know what NoFap is, there's a community on reddit.com called NoFap where people dedicate essentially a lifestyle to not jacking off, to not masturbating. And a lot of people, it involves not watching pornography as well. And I've been struggling with pornography since I was 10 years old. My brother gave me a laptop when I was 10, and it just happened to have pornography on it, and that's kind of how my whole journey started from there. I just went down the rabbit hole of pornography. It would start off vanilla and just got deeper and deeper and deeper. And before I knew it, by the end of high school, I was straight up addicted, tons of anxiety, just no friends, extremely lonely. And by the time I was 18, I realized I had a big problem. And yeah, so I'm 25 now. That's about 7 years of realizing I had a problem. That's the first step, is realizing we have a problem with overconsumption of pornography and masturbation. And it's all right. It's cool to enjoy ourselves, but I mean, I was just going over the edge. Way too much overindulgence. Too much of a good thing. And yeah, it's been a healing journey, and I'm 100% grateful for all of it because I wouldn't be the man I am here today speaking to you through this iPhone if it weren't for this journey, this experience to become the best version of myself. And I'm simply here to inspire y'all. That's what I'm doing here. That's my calling on this earth. I'm a light worker. I'm bringing the light. I've been in the darkness. I've been brought to the light. And now every day I'm going from the light to even more light. And I'm sharing my experience. I'm sharing my journey. And I want to help all of y'all because the more that we wake up and become the best versions of ourselves, the better this is going to be. It's already amazing as it is. Of course, it's not perfect. But if we put the right lens on and we start living the right way and start developing the best habits that we can develop, well, things start to look a little bit brighter, and then you end up in places like this because we start to make the right choices. We should all be living in places like this, but some of us have made some unnatural decisions, and now we live in the cities that we all see and these very unnatural environments, doing these very unnatural things, doing these very unnatural actions and developing these unnatural habits, and we wonder why we feel like shit. Our entire life, all of our habits are very unnatural. I'm making broad generalizations here, not everyone, obviously not everyone, but in general, our lives are very unnatural. We're very disconnected. We're no longer standing barefoot on the grass. We need to realize our oneness with nature and how it's essential to joy and peace and love and light. Realizing we are one with nature. Let that sink in. The earth is alive. We're alive. We're one with the earth. But in our society, in our suburban homes, in our box apartments, and even in our mansions, we're completely disconnected. This is just one thing, y'all. And there's a whole broad spectrum. We're going to the grocery store, buying packaged meat from an animal that we didn't see, that was completely abused verbally, physically, emotionally. And we just get a nice packaging of bacon. And it does smell great. But there's a lot of negative dark energy that comes along with that. Kind of going on a rant here, back to NoFap. It's been amazing, y'all. This 1 month, it's been amazing. It's not the first time I've ever done 1 month, but this last month has been great. As you can tell, my energy is great. I feel great. Part of it's the environment I'm in. And one thing that I really did do that y'all can do in your life right now is I, for a period, was eating a ridiculous amount of organic oranges. I was working on a farm here in New Zealand where they had an abundance of these organic oranges, just thousands of them, and I was munching on them. Now, if we know anything about the chakras, the sacral chakra is orange and has to do with our sexual energy, our passion. Now, if we're over consuming in masturbation and pornography, we're essentially draining that chakra. Now, envision the 7 chakras: root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, brow, crown, as 7 cups of water, or just 7 cups with a fluid in each one. And each one represents a color of the rainbow, blah, 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 blah. But if we're jacking off all the time, and it goes for males and females, that cup is going to be empty. And essentially, we have to use the water and the other chakras to fill up that sacral one. But if we keep on just that cycle of jacking off all the time, well, we're going to be so drained because we're constantly trying to refill that cup, that sacral chakra, that orange cup. And we're using our other energy sources to fill that in, but we keep draining ourselves. Well, after a while, after a few months, after a few years, we become depressed, we develop anxiety, we develop all these negative emotions. And we have to understand how to heal ourselves. Eating oranges isn't going to cure it, but it's going to help in the process. Organic oranges that are pesticide free. You probably got to go to Whole Foods. You probably got to pay a pretty dollar for it, or just come to New Zealand and volunteer on a farm. I know not everyone can do it, but if you can at least just afford the flight to get out here, there is an abundance of volunteer opportunities where they will provide shelter and food, and you can live on a budget. Just get the flight over here, or find a farm. I don't know. A lot of people hate their jobs. Another rant. But if you hate your job, try volunteering. Be of service. The yogis call it karma yoga. It's an amazing way to live. That's how I ended up here. This beautiful property. That's what I'm saying. I'm staying in that cabin. Every morning for the last week and a half, the sun rises right there. This is what I'm waking up to every single day. This is what people dream of doing. This is why they work for 40 years at a shitty job, so that one day they can go on a vacation and experience what I'm experiencing. And I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed to be here. And I'm telling y'all that most of y'all can do this. Just get that airplane flight, come over to New Zealand. Or somewhere similar. Go to Hawaii or something. Somewhere beautiful. Come on, y'all. We don't know how long we're going to live. Enjoy life. I might die tomorrow. Who knows? But I'm living it to the fullest. And I'm completely content because you know what? I had a spiritual awakening. And I realized I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and that I'm immortal. We're not going to die, y'all. Yes, the body will die, but we're not the body. That's the illusion. And I know I'm not supposed to give the game away. That's part of the game of life, is for y'all to figure this out on your own. But sometimes it helps to get a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of insight. It took me a while to figure that out. I had to learn it from my buddy Krishna and Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. And they told me I'm not the body. And I resonated with it. And it's just opened me up. I'm so much happier. And yeah, it's cool knowing that I'm immortal, that I've lived thousands, if not millions of lives before this, that this isn't my first go around. And that's why, man, life is beautiful, and that we should have no fear of death. We should have no fears whatsoever, because life is meant to be enjoyed. We're meant to love each other. We're meant to serve each other. We're meant to forgive each other. And most importantly, we're here to remember God. And I know that doesn't resonate with y'all, because Reddit has a lot of atheists, and there's a lot of atheists in our society. And I was an atheist for 10 years. But hey, freedom of speech, right? I'm going to speak my mind. Yeah. NoFap journey. This is 1 month in. Am I going to fuck up? Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. But hey, I've done a month before. I've done a month. This might be the third time I've done 1 full month. And I have not made it to the 90 full days. Will I make it there one day? Who knows? I hope so. But if I don't get there, oh well. It's not the end of the world. Every day, just work on becoming a better version of myself. And if that doesn't work out all the time, hey, it's all right. It's okay. Life doesn't have to be overly serious. A lot of stress and anxiety in our society, and sometimes we just need to take a chill pill. Relax a bit. Get grateful. Thank you for the nature. Thank you for the beauty. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the abundance of food. Thank you for the animals. I got to hang out with a horse today. His name was Big Al. That was really cool. I spent about 30 minutes just petting him and, yeah, hanging out with dogs, getting really in touch with nature, y'all. It's so healing, especially on this, abusing my sexual energy, sexual healing. So, yeah, that about wraps up. Thank you for listening. I love you.